Walter was a simple dock worker who lived a quiet life by the coast, always admiring nature and especially birds. Though his family pushed him toward a practical career, he never lost his fascination with wildlife. One day, his routine changed when he saw an eagle perched on the dock, an unusual sight since eagles typically avoided humans. Walter offered it some food, and to his surprise, the bird accepted. The next day, the same eagle returned, sparking a unique bond between man and bird that grew stronger with each passing day. Walter couldn't help but wonder why this wild creature had chosen him. His curiosity deepened when the eagle returned one day with an entire group. Dozens of majestic birds gathered around Walter, showing trust and affection that baffled everyone. Crowds gathered to watch, but Walter, fearing they might scare the birds away, lied and said the eagles were his sick, trained pets. Despite the awkward situation, Walter was determined to uncover the mystery behind their behavior. He attached a small camera to one of the birds, hoping to learn where they came from and why they kept returning to him. When he reviewed the footage later, he was shocked. The eagles were circling above his own house. Somehow, they had followed him home without his noticing. Confused and slightly uneasy, Walter decided to stop feeding them to see whether they were drawn to him or just the food. For days, the eagles stayed close, calm, and loyal, even when he refused to feed them. This strange devotion began to affect Walter's work, and eventually his boss demanded he get rid of the birds or lose his job. Reluctantly, Walter and his coworkers fired blank shots into the air to scare them away. It worked. The eagles disappeared, and for the first time in weeks, Walter's home was silent. Yet he couldn't shake his curiosity about where they had gone, so he checked the GPS tracker he'd placed on one of them. To his surprise, it led him to a small house not far away. When Walter arrived, he found the eagles gathered around the home of a woman about his age. She was stunned when she saw him. He looked exactly like her late husband, Danny. The woman explained that Danny had spent years feeding and bonding with the same eagles before he passed away 2 weeks earlier. The birds had mourned at her home before mysteriously disappearing, until they found Walter, Danny's look-alike. Realizing that the eagles had mistaken him for their lost friend, Walter finally understood their loyalty. The woman, comforted by their return, began feeding them again, and Walter often visited to see the birds that had once chosen him.